G'day YouTube, Aussie FIFA HD, and welcome back to another episode of the Skill Move Tutorial Series where I show you how, where and when to perform skill moves. Today we are learning the classic, it's called the drag back, and my god is it much more useful this year compared to last year. So without further ado, let's get into the intro and then I'm going to teach you guys the drag back in FIFA 22.
Griezmann, three men around him to somehow find some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drag back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a taunt. Didn't really go for him. Oh!
The display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We talked about
margins.
Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
The drag back can be performed as usual as the R1 and L1 buttons on the PS4 and the RB and LB buttons on the Xbox, and you need to use the left analog stick to essentially drag back at a 6 o'clock angle to where the player is facing, and then what you can do with that is exit out to a direction that you would like. So you need to first drag back whilst holding, as I said before, the L1 and R1 buttons and LB and RB. You need to drag back with the left analog stick. You then basically need to exit out to where you want to. You don't have to exit at all if you didn't want to. If you don't want to, you can actually drag it back and they won't exit. They'll just stand still. But if you want to exit, you need to then turn the left analog stick to a direction you want to exit at. So if it's a 90-degree angle, so if you want to drag it back and then go to the side, obviously that would be either 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock where you're exiting. So you're dragging back at 6 and then you're switching either side to then obviously drag back to the side. If you want to go forwards, you're dragging back at 12 and then dragging back at 6 and then pushing forward to 12 o'clock, and then basically that will perform a straight drag back. And you know, that's pretty much how you do it, lads. And if you want to continue going backwards, hold it, okay? Hold the 6 o'clock angle and basically then you'll end up going backwards as a regular drag back. This is a lot more useful this year in FIFA 22, so let me get into the next segment of when and where to use it. In terms of whereabouts on the pitch, it's pretty much useful anywhere. It's one of those skill moves, it's a very versatile one. You can use it in the midfield, out in the wing, and more importantly, in the box. You can hit your opponent with the drag back in the box without them sort of reading it. It's hard to read, it's a little bit quicker in the actual execution this year compared to FIFA 21, which means you're able to pull it off a lot better. And it just kind of reminds me of how it was in FIFA 20. You guys remember, I'm sure, how good it was back then. It's up there again this year, and for me, the best places to use it are on the wing, midfield, and in the box, okay? But there's an actual time when you should use it, and that will be the next segment. When, or the best time that you should use the drag back is essentially when you're side by side with the defender. When there is a defender on you, he's side by side with you, he's about to make that tackle, this is when you hit him with the drag back, because basically it keeps really tight into the attacker's feet. And what does that mean? You're able to beat the opponent by keeping it in tight and then bursting off into a different direction, and that's what the drag back's very good for, is you hit him with the drag back and then you can hit it with the sprint button into a space, into a direction where basically there's more space, more chances for you to create a chance and even score a goal. In terms of in the box, most importantly, the best time to use it is as soon as you receive it, okay? A lot of the time for myself, if I'm passing into my striker, I hit him with the drag back instantly, because then it opens up space. It also gives you an opportunity to make a shot, and that's the best thing about the drag back, in my opinion, for this year's FIFA, is it's quicker than last year, which means you're able to get that shot off quicker and create more space. Okay, out in the wing, similar situation. You can use this to basically, create an angle to make a play, make a pass, get in behind and have a shot. But look, that's going to signal the end of the episode. For my rating of the drag back, in my opinion, it's definitely better than last year. Is it better than FIFA 20? Probably not. But I'd probably give it a good 3.5, 4 stars out of 5 in terms of usefulness this game. And you guys should definitely use this in your attacking arsenal. But as I was saying, that's the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like, drop a sub. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Links are all in the description down below. I do tutorials on those platforms, so be sure to go and check them out. But as always, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara, au revoir, and goodbye.